some people because of politics. For example, I hear one of the social media presidential candidates went to one of the local authority area schools and was saying that government has abandoned public schools. In particular, his name is Mr. Peter Obi. It is not everything you must play politics. But let me say this. Peter Obi, you were governor for 8 years in Anambra State. If you have finished all the jobs in 8 years, nobody will be talking about developing Anambra by now. 8 years. Instead of developing Anambra, you took the money and put in the bank you have interest, Fidelity Bank. And why did you have problems with your successor? Anambra State had problems. The money was there to develop Anambra State. You only prefer profit and put the money for the development of Anambra State in the bank you have the largest share. So profit will be coming and Anambra will be suffering. Mr. Peter Obi, we just came into office 2 years ago. We have not even stayed 4 years, but you stayed 8 good years. Compare 2 years in office of what we have done in FCT and compare 8 years in office in Anambra. Can you really say you love this country? Can you really say you love Anambra? Certainly not. If I were you, why not be quiet? Enough is enough. You cannot be president of Nigeria only when you go to one IDP. Oh, I want to go for a birthday party. I want to do my birthday party in IDP camp. Who is interested in all those things? Doing your birthday party in IDP camp does not make you to feel that you love Nigeria or you want to do anything for Nigeria. When you were governor, why didn't you do a birthday party in IDP camps? It's now you want to be president every day. I go and do my birthday with the next privilege. Who will you deceive? And obviously.
Hello and welcome to Inside Out News, where we go beyond the headlines to uncover the stories, the motives, and the power play behind Nigeria's unfolding events. Today, we turn our spotlight on a political clash that has once again steered the nation's attention. A war of words between FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and former presidential candidate Peter Obi. What began as a simple school visit has erupted into a battle of integrity versus authority, popularity versus power, and a lingering reminder of the 2023 elections in Rivers State, where questions about fairness still echo in the minds of many Nigerians. Stay with us as we dissect what really happened, why it matters, and what this growing tension could mean for the country's political future. Today, we take a closer look at the growing tension between Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike and former presidential candidate Peter Obi. It's a story that goes beyond words, touching on political rivalry, personal resentment, and the unfinished business of the 2023 elections. Over the weekend, Peter Obi made a quiet but powerful visit to the LEA primary school in Tunga Nasara FCT. He came to assess the state of basic education. What he saw was heartbreaking. Dilapidated classrooms, no toilets, and a learning environment unfit for children. His message was simple: Nigeria can do better for its children. But that statement triggered a political earthquake. Almost immediately, Minister Wike fired back, and in a typical Wike fashion, it was fiery, bold, and very personal. At a political event in Abuja, Wike accused Obi of turning every issue into politics. He said, and I quote, "Why go to a school and film it instead of telling us quietly you want to embarrass the government?" Wike didn't stop there. He took a direct swipe at Obi's record as former governor of Anambra State, alleging that Obi kept state funds in banks where he had a personal interest instead of investing them in people and infrastructure. He also mocked Obi's popularity, saying, "Ordinary Labour Party you couldn't manage, yet you talk about managing Nigeria." Observers say this was more than a policy disagreement. It was a political counter-attack aimed at reclaiming moral ground. But beneath the war of words lies a deeper political grievance, a history that dates back to the 2023 presidential election. Let's recall, in that election, Peter Obi enjoyed massive grassroots support, especially among the youth. In Rivers State, results showed an unusual swing in favor of the ruling party, despite visible enthusiasm for Obi across the state. Many believe those results were manipulated under the watch of then Governor Wike. It's an allegation Wike has repeatedly denied, but it remains a major sore point in Nigeria's post-election conversation. Political analysts now say Wike's recent outburst may not just be about a school visit. It could be a continuation of a rivalry born out of that 2023 fallout. Obi supporters, often called the Obedience, have since accused Wike of trying to silence a man who continues to expose government inefficiencies and mismanagement. They argue that Wike's anger stems from Obi's unshaken popularity and the public trust he still commands nationwide. To many watchers, this clash represents two symbols of Nigerian politics today. Peter Obi, the image of integrity, transparency and citizen empathy, and Nyesom Wike, the embodiment of power, structure and bold defiance. But the bigger question is, why now? Why attack a man who merely highlighted the plight of school children? Analysts say the answer is simple. Popularity frightens power. When moral influence challenges political authority, friction becomes inevitable. As both men continue to define their legacies, one thing is clear: the Nigerian people are watching, not just who speaks louder, but who truly stands for the voiceless. At the heart of the Wike Obi confrontation lies a truth Nigeria must not ignore, that when political power meets public conscience, the tension often reveals the soul of a nation still in search of accountability. Wike may wield authority today, and Obi may command the crowd's affection, but the real victory belongs to the Nigerian people, who demand leaders that serve, not silence their voices. As the dust settles on this latest political storm, one thing remains certain: the battle for integrity in governance is far from over. This is Inside Out News. Stay tuned for more stories that dig beneath the surface and uncover the truth behind the headlines. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because here we don't just tell the news, we uncover the truth behind it as we break them down. See you again in the next video. Till then, this is Inside Out News. Stay informed, stay analytical, and stay inside the truth. Remember, politics is not just about the rules, but who truly represents. Thanks for watching.